Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much indeed for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk to you about Maintenance Mate, which is basically a device which is going to allow you to reset your service light on your BMW. It works with a variety of models, and if you're going to be changing your oil for yourself or your final drive oil, your spark plugs, things like that, if you can do some low-level maintenance, then this is going to be the final piece to kind of bringing that all together and allowing you to reset the service light yourself, so you don't have to go in and pay for servicing at BMW or another garage. So stick around, stay tuned, and I'll be walking through that today for the first time. I've not used it before other than plugging it in. I'm going to be running through the instructions as we go. So this is going to be a kind of a first attempt. So you'll see hopefully all of the things that I can't do on a first attempt by sort of muddling through. So stick around, stay tuned, and we'll see how this works. Okay, so we first off open the battery case, which I've used a Torx T20 bit on the end of a screwdriver. Nice and easy, off it comes. Once you get that open, you've got to find the Diagnostics part which we need to pull out of the bike, and this is what we'll be attaching onto the Maintenance Mate. It can be a bit tricky. You just got to pull it up and then away it comes, and then on the end there's a cover which needs to be taken off. Next we're going to turn the bike on, and we're going to make sure that the gear is in neutral, and as you can see from the screen, it is calling for a service. As I scroll through, you can see here that it's saying that a service is due, and that's basically just saying to you that there is a light on the bike to reset. Okay, so the first instruction is to change the units. So if the bike is set to miles per hour, which mine is, we have to go down into the menu, go to settings, and we'll go to, is it system settings? Yeah, system settings, then units, oops, not language, units, and then speed is set to miles per hour. It wants me to change it to kilometers per hour, apparently, so I'm going to do that first. Okay, so that's done. If we come back out of the menu, we can now see here it's kilometers per hour. So that's the first step, okay, that we have to do. So I've done that. The next step on the instructions is to connect the actual device to the bike. So just going to put this down for a second. I'm going to remove the cover. It's a bit tight, this, it's a bit tricky. You've got to push them both either side and then pull away. There's a bit of a knack to it. So anyway, that's off. You can see there. And then I'm going to connect it. So just take that connector onto that, click into the 16 pin, and the light comes on, and it's showing a 1. Once we connect it, make sure the engine switch is on run position and the ignition key is switched on and the gearbox is in neutral. Do not start the engine. So I can just confirm to you that's all correct on my side. The engine is in neutral, the bike's on, and the engine stop switch is run. So now a number should appear, which it is. You can see a number 1 on the display unit depending on the last successful upload, otherwise check the connection. The service interval can be set between 500 to 10,000 kilometers. Now set the desired service level or service date as well, otherwise the overdue message won't disappear from the service menu. Okay, so it says what I've got to do is touch and hold the up and down key together. Okay, so I've set this to 1, which is going to set it to 10,000 miles for the next service. And I've got to do the date as well on that, but we'll go through that together. So the setting says touch and hold both up and down keys together for about 3 seconds. Up will flash a few times on the display, indicating the upload was successful. Release the touchpads. If the upload fails, an ER error will appear. Okay, let's have a go. So we're going to hold the up and down for 3 seconds. That's up, that's down. says D125. All right, so that's the year. So I want to go at 26, no, not 27, 26. And I suppose I've then got to go to get it onto the next thing. I've got to hold this for 3 seconds again. 2, 3. D2, yeah. D2 is the month, and that's fine. So I'm just going to push the keys together again for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. D3 is the day. That makes no odds really. So we'll just, let's make it the end of the month, shall we? Tell you what, my credit card bill gets produced on the 26th. So let's make it right at the end of the month, because then I'll have to pay for it for another month. 1, 2, 3. Up. Now I've done that, setting the service date. As soon as you set, yeah, so I've done all that, gone through all that, verifying the stored service interval. Turn the ignition off and wait for 5 seconds and then turn it on again. So let's have a look, shall we? Turn the ignition off. I can see though that the service interval light has gone. It's no longer saying, oh look, there you go, you can see, look, it's saying 29th of the 6th, 2026, 10,000 kilometers. So it's worked. That's brilliant. So that was a very, very simple process. And I've reset the maintenance light, and I know that I've changed the oil myself. I've changed the final drive oil, and I'm going to do the spark plugs as well, and possibly the air filter. So yeah, that was a really, really simple process. And then of course, once we've done the resetting, what we need to do is just unplug. So just pull that off. That unplugs. Put this away for next year in the plastic that it came in, nice and safe. Replace the cover and coil it back in to where it goes here. You can see. Got it. Okay, so that's now in. Perfect. Okay, so we just replaced the battery cover and we're all done for another year. Okay, so that was absolutely my first time with this device, the Maintenance Mate, and it works absolutely perfectly. Just a few minutes of reading instructions and it's very clear about how to use it, and it was very easy to reset it to the year, month and day, and also the number of kilometers that I want to reset it to. So that's really, really good. So please do leave me your comments on what you've seen here today in the video. Leave me a like, please do subscribe. Subscribers are slowly climbing. Now I'm producing videos again quite late into the year, but you know, I'm doing my best to get new content out to you as often as I can. And as I say, the local BMW dealer to me, they have just, interestingly enough, switched over to doing Moto Guzzi, should I say, and some other bikes as well, Aprilia, I think, and also Vespas, which a Vespa is the first bike that I started out on actually. So I'm very interested to see what they're going to be having in stock in the coming months, and I'll try and be producing further content on new bikes. So if there's anything that you want to see, do let me know. Send me some models and I'll try and produce videos on those specific bikes for you. So anyway, thanks very much indeed for watching today, and until next time guys, please do ride safe and I'll see you on the next video.